In this video, I'm going to be ranking the best small forwards currently in NBA 2K25 My Team on a tier list here ranging from S that does go all the way down to D tier, and we have about 35 of the best small forward cards currently in my team. Let me know in the comment section down below what two small forwards are you guys rocking on your squad currently in Season 7, and let me know what you guys would change about my tier list. We're looking at probably the new best small forward in this game is Invincible Bob Pettit, easily going in the S tier category, and they absolutely souped up this Invincible Bob Pettit card. 6'9" at small forward, 7'1" wingspan, 99 every single stat, really good Hall of Fame defensive badges like Box Out Beast, Brick Wall, Paint Patroller, Post Lock, Rebound Chaser, amazing legend shooting badges I should say, Legend Deadeye, Limitless, Set Shot, Shifty Shooter. But the best thing about this card is the animations. They gave him the Patty Mills base, Colin Sexton upper on very quick timing, which might be the new best 3-hunting jump shot in this entire game. It is insanely fast, easy to green, really good for 3-hunting. He's also got the best fade, he's got the best dribble sigs, he's got the best motion style, or at least one of the best motion styles in Drew Eubanks. I mean, he's just the new best small forward in my personal opinion. Now, Dark Matter Beasley, I feel like is still on that level. Now, is he as good as Bob Pettit? No. Do I prefer his jump shot more? Personally, yes, but I haven't tried out Bob Pettit yet, so maybe I would like Bob Pettit's jump shot more, but just really love Beasley's jump shot. Out of all the cards I've used, it's my favorite jump shot in this game, and his dribble sigs are good enough. They're not Bob Pettit type of sigs, but I do think Beasley is still an S tier shooting guard. Now, his pink diamond card, I'm still going to put an A. You might think that's crazy high to put a pink diamond card at this stage in the game, almost going into June, but I seriously think pink diamond Beasley is not that much worse compared to his dark matter. Yes, his dark matter is a better card, 1000%. I've now picked up the dark matter on my no money spent, and I can tell you, the dark matter is better, but do I think it is a crazy noticeable difference? Personally, no. So I'm going to go pink diamond Beasley in the A tier category. Talking about 100 overall James Worthy, to me, I feel like probably him and Rashard Lewis at this stage of the game are like B tier shooting guards, right? They're 100 overalls, they're going to have crazy stats and badges, so it's hard to put a card that, has crazy stats and badges lower than the B tier category unless they're like completely awful or undersized at that position. And they're not undersized, right? Like Rashard Lewis is 6'10" at small forward, James Worthy is 6'9". They're going to play good defense for you. Yeah, James Worthy's jump shot's very questionable, but he does have Pro 2 fade. He's got Trey size up, he's got Curry escape, he's got Zach LaVine behind the back, decent dribble sigs, and then you take a look at Rashard Lewis. Again, not a great card, not worth their price, but 6'10" at small forward, 7'2" wingspan, gonna play great defense for you. His jump shot's not great, but it's not like awful, and his sigs are okay. Booker dribble style, Trey escape, these cards aren't worth it, so I like to always put 100 overall cards lower, and I probably hate on the 100 overall cards more than I should, but realistically they're still decent cards. I would take pink diamond Beasley over those two cards 100% because of the jump shot and the sigs, and not being that much worse defensively and that worse, obviously the stats are a lot worse, but in game it isn't really that noticeable. So I do think those 200 overalls are going to be in B tier. Now, Pascal Siakam is a hard card to rank because I don't think it's crazy to say that I would take Pascal Siakam over those two cards. So I'm going to go Pascal Siakam in A. I think he's a very good small forward card, super underrated, 6'8" at small forward, 7'3" wingspan. His stats are really good across the board. I like his jump shot, and his sigs are, he's got Garland dribble style, Kemba escape, a decent behind the back. He's got a decent size up as well, but the Garland dribble style really helps out the Siakam card's dribbling. And call me crazy, but I would probably take this Dark Matter Siakam card over James Worthy and over Rashard Lewis. Now, Dark Matter LeBron, would I take him over a James Worthy? I would say same tier. I don't think these cards are much better than LeBron, and I think you can make the argument LeBron is still better because of his slashing ability, his defensive animations, and actually having a pretty good jump shot. But I do think B tier is fair for Dark Matter LeBron at this stage in the game. Now, talking about 100 overall Jermaine O'Neal, I do think he's a top 5 small forward. I think him and Bob Pettit have clearly moved into the top 5 small forwards in this game. I would say the small forward position, especially before the new Summer Festival drop, was probably the weakest position in this entire game. Now you get a 6'11" small forward in Jermaine O'Neal with a 7'3" wingspan. Obviously, stats and badges are completely maxed out when it comes to the defensive stats, offensive stats, Hall of Fame badges, and they gave him a really good jump shot. Tyler Smith base, Kevin Durant upper on very quick timing. He's got Pro 2 fade. He's got really good endgame dribble sigs besides the behind the back, which is Tyrese Halliburton, but Kemba escape is an invincible sig. Steve Francis size up is the best size up in this game, and Garland dribble style is the best dribble style, of course, again with the Drew Eubanks motion style, which does help quite a bit. And I think Jermaine O'Neal is easily, to me, an S tier small forward. Now, Gally Simple Jaden McDaniels, I would say is on the same tier as a Pascal Siakam at the small forward position. I think Siakam's the better all-around card. Jaden McDaniels the better straight-up defender. If you're looking for just a defensive small forward card that's going to be really good as a lockdown, you go for Jaden McDaniels over Siakam. I do like Siakam as more of the complete small forward, but I do think to me they're both A-tier small forwards. Dark Matter Giannis, I would say, is probably also in the S tier or in the A tier category. He's better than Dark Matter LeBron just because of his size at the small forward position. I know his jump shot's not great, but the defensive versatility that Giannis provides is pretty much like no other card in this game. He's really good defensively. He grabs a tons of rebounds. His animations are insanely good. He's still a great slashing card. I think Dark Matter Giannis is still an A tier small forward. Now, 100 overall Josh Smith, I want to put an S. Is he a top 5 small forward in this game? It's up for debate in my personal opinion. I would say he's probably like number 6, but I do think he's better, quite a bit better than Beasley, Siakam, Jaden, and Giannis. So for now, I'm going to go Josh Smith in the S tier category. He's not like 1,000 times better compared to his Dark Matter, but I do think there's a slight bit difference when it comes to the, difference of the 100 overall Josh Smith compared to the Dark Matter. He's got better SIGs. The jump shot's the same. Did he have Pro 2? I think he had Pro 2 on his Dark Matter, but the SIGs are a lot better on his 100 overall card. Obviously, the stats and the badges are quite a bit better as well. 100 overall Josh Smith, to me, is a top 6-ish small forward in this game, and I do think he's going to be an S tier. Now, Adam Morrison, people are going to call me crazy. I've just never been a huge fan of this card. I know a lot of people love this card. I've just never been a fan. I don't like his jump shot. I think his SIGs are okay at best. I do believe he's like 6'9" or 6'10". I'll tell it's Adam Morrison. I think he's 6'9", right? 6'8". So even worse when it comes to the height, but it's not like it's a bad height at the small forward position. I just don't like this jump shot. The tray fade is good. The SIGs are, okay. They're not incredible, but they're not horrible. So I do think C tier is fair to me when it comes to Dark Matter Adam Morrison. Now, Galaxy Opal Tyrus Thomas, absolutely love this card at the small forward position. He's really good offensively because of his jump shot. He's a great all-around defensive card, and I do think as a small forward, he's going to be an A tier. Now, Antoine Jameson, I think he's sort of in that mid tier, probably like high C in my personal opinion. I would maybe take him over Adam Morrison at the small forward position. I think he's got a more consistent jump shot and maybe even better dribble SIGs. Talking about 100 overall Blake Griffin, what I'm now starting to realize is we might need to move some of these cards down a tier. Honestly, call me crazy, I'm moving all these cards down. I just realized that there's going to be a tons of cards. I might keep Beasley up there. I might keep Tyron Thomas. I do think they're probably a little bit better than Jaden McDaniels, Pascal Siakam, and Giannis. Those cards seem more like B tier. LeBron James, Worthy, Rashard Lewis seem more like the C tier category. I think just as we get more into the tier list, it's going to balance itself out a little bit more, make the tier list more balanced, because Blake Griffin is definitely a better small forward card than Jaden McDaniels by quite a bit. I do think he's going to be an A tier, but he's not like an S tier small forward, a Bob Pettit, Michael Beasley type of level at the small forward position. Taylor Hendricks is actually a good card, but I think realistically on a best cards tier list, he's going to have to be in D tier. Terry Dishinger to me is probably C. He's undersized at small forward, only 6'7" with not a great player build. I feel like his defense is sometimes a little bit concerning, and he's not a great defender, but his jump shot's really good, and he does have great dribble SIGs. But this is what I'm talking about, like Dark Matter AK, he has to go in A, and he's a lot better of a small forward card compared to Dark Matter Giannis, Dark Matter Siakam, and Galaxy Opal Jaden McDaniels, but he's not, again, not as good as a Jermaine O'Neal, right, a Michael Beasley, those type of cards at the small forward position. Dennis Rodman, never been a huge fan of this card either. I think realistically, I know his defense is really good. I'll go like low C tier for Dennis Rodman. 100 overall Tatum, again, I think he fits in that 100 overall bill that, he's not worth his price. He's an overrated card, but he's still 100 overall. He's got good stats and badges. He's going to play good defense, dunk the basketball, and hit a wide open 3. Now, Dark Matter Luol Deng, he feels like an easy A tier option to me. Really good jump shot on Luol Deng, one of the more consistent jump shots in this entire game. Very easy to green with this card, actually has nice SIGs, and he's also got the Kevin Durant fade, which is nice to have on a small forward card at this stage in the game. I feel like Galaxy Opal, not Devin Booker, Trevor Booker though, he goes in B tier. He's not as good as the other cards in A, but he's also better in my opinion than I would say every small forward in the C tier category. 100 overall Paulo, that's where it gets a close debate between Paulo Banchero, between Josh Smith. I might even move Josh Smith down. I'm going to move Josh Smith down to the A tier category, and you guys will see here why in a second. Now, Matt Bonner, again, not a bad small forward card. Him and Nneka Okongwu, they're good small forwards, especially for being pink diamonds. But when we're talking about the best small forwards in this game, I wanted to include them because I think they should be noted as 3 really good budget small forwards and cards that you guys can run at the small forward position that don't cost a lot of MT and that were easy to obtain in the festival. Talking about Matt Bonner, but are still really good. Just compared to the top 35 small forwards in this game, they're going to be in that D tier category. Talking about Dark Matter Tim Thomas, another easy, surefire A tier option. Really good jump shot, 6'10" small forward, really good movement on a 6'10" card at the small forward position. You got to go Tim Thomas in A tier. Now, Alex English, also one of my least favorite cards in this game. He's going to go in D tier. I would say Tyler Hansbrough is an easy B tier small forward. His jump shot's really good. His defense is high level. I do think he's a B tier small forward. Damari Carroll is actually really good. Call me crazy. I think Damari Carroll is actually probably C tier. I don't think he's B. I don't think he's better than, you know, maybe like a LeBron or Terry Dishinger. He's not on the same level as like a Siakam or Jaden McDaniels, but I do think he's actually a great card. His defense is amazing. His athleticism stats are really good. His jump shot's good. His sigs are not bad. He's a great small forward card. I do think he's C tier in my personal opinion. Now, Chris Webber to me is a top 5 small forward still in this game, but I know there's a huge debate when it comes to Chris Webber. Some people really love this card. I know JC loves this card a ton, but then I also know a lot of people hate this card, don't like his jump shot, think it's an awful release, and just find him to be a horrible card. So I know it can be a close debate when it comes to, some people probably have him in like B tier, and me personally, I think he's S because I think his jump shot's actually really good. Dark Matter Aaron Gordon going in the D tier category. That jump shot, probably the worst jump shot in this entire game. Nicholas Batum, I'm gonna go like C tier. He's more of a shooting guard, but wanted to put him on this tier list because you can run him at the small forward position because of his size and his defense at small forward. Invincible Giannis, he's gonna round out that S tier category, and I think Dark Matter Danny Granger. Realistically, I'm gonna move Dennis Rodman down as well. These cards are just not good at the small forward position. So, in my opinion, guys, this is my best small forwards card tier list. If you guys are new to the channel or don't know how I do these tier lists, for my tier list personally, I like to keep the top 5 cards at that position in the S tier category. I don't want to have 10 cards in S. I don't want to have more than 5 just for me personally when there's only 35 cards on the tier list. It just doesn't make sense to put more than 5 at that certain position. So these are the top 5 small forwards in the game in my opinion, and this is the rest of the small forward tier list. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.